WKYT Summer Grillin's here, and it's presented by G&J Pepsi. What do we got on the grill today, Braden?
Yeah, well, today we're doing a recipe that's very, very versatile, right?
Okay.
Depending on your preference and what you like to do. Also, what you might have left over from an earlier cook. So we have made a grilled watermelon salad utilizing a flank steak today. Now, a flank steak's going to be a more lean cut. It's going to come from that lower part of the animal, and what it is good for is it's very versatile, number one, and number two, it absorbs a marinade really, really well. And so, if you have a recipe of some sorts that you're utilizing and you want to be able to use one cut in multiple ways, flank steak's great for that. Whenever you cook your flank steak, you want to turn your grill on to the highest setting, get it really, really hot, let it preheat. Then put your steak on, and then as soon as you put your steak on, turn your grill down to about medium heat. What that's going to do is it's going to help lock in good flavor, good juices, good sear, and then you'll flip your steak just once. And once the internal temperature reaches 145 degrees, that steak is deemed safe to eat, medium rare. So if you have a preference of going higher, feel free to do that. Pull your steak off about 5 degrees before your desired temperature. What that's going to do is once you pull your steak off, it's going to continue to cook, right? So we don't want to overcook our steaks too much from our desired temperature. So pull them off, let them rest, and then when you go to cut your steak, you want to cut it against the grain. So muscle fibers have certain directions they go. Flank steak, it's really easy to see, so you want to cut against the grain. That's going to help make it a more tender cut to utilize.
And so when you pull it off the grill, should you let it rest for a minute or two?
Yes, if we cut into it, as soon as we take it off the grill, we're going to lose all that juice and flavor we've spent so much time trying to lock in. So that's the hardest part about this, is letting it rest for 5 to 10 minutes, but as soon as you do, you're good to go to consume that piece of beef.
I know when if I grill or someone around me is grilling, I'm like, I'm ready to eat now because it smells so good.
Yeah.
And then also you said this is great for after someone grills, or when you're on a budget, like myself, or maybe you're at a cookout and you want to take some stuff home, again, on a budget.
Exactly.
How do you utilize this for, later on?
Sure. So let's say, for example, you were cooking steak tacos one night and you had leftover steak. Doesn't really happen in my household, but let's say you had leftover steak. This would be an easy thing to do with that steak. Putting it on a salad, beef is high in 10 essential vitamins and nutrients, and so having beef a part of our daily diet has been found to help hit our protein goals, number one, but number two, it helps us reach those saturated fat intake goals, just the healthy fats for us. So anytime that we can utilize beef in our recipes, those are good things to do, and being able to put a simple salad together is going to allow us to make another dish out of one cut that we've used maybe the day before.
And you all did a really good job, and it looks like you all hit the watermelon and everything on the grill, one-stop shop, easy. You don't have to dirty up any pans.
Yeah, we've got some feta on here, we've got some red onions, some tomatoes with the balsamic dressing on here, but we did put a little grill on that watermelon. Kind of adds a different flavor, different texture, that sort of sweet and savory sensation, that umami factor in your mouth.
Well, it looks delicious, and thank you so much for sharing this recipe and these tips. We'll definitely use it this summer, and I'll need it more than you know, because I can't cook. I can't cook. So to find more of these and other segments, you can go to WKYT.com/summergrillin.